I pulled up the remainder of the spring carrot stash. I'm gonna show you how I kind of prep them to store in my fridge for a few weeks while we eat them with hummus or cook them in the oven. So here is the carrot stash that I got tonight. After I hose them off a little bit, get most of the bulk of the dirt off, I get out a cutting board, and I do this outside so I don't make my kitchen a complete disaster, and I just chop off the tops. The tops will kind of suck some of the moisture out of them, so I try to do that as quickly as I can after I get them out of the garden, unless I'm going to store them in dirt. A lot of people will store these long-term storage in like dirt, but that's not something that I have room or space for, nor do I have that many carrots. So anyway, I'm gonna cut the tops off, and then I will throw them down into a bucket of water. Then I kind of swoosh them around in the water to get as much of the large chunks of dirt off first. So the next step that I do is I take the carrots, and I have like a bamboo brush, and I just kind of go over the carrots with the bamboo brush to get as much of the dirt out of the nooks and crannies as possible. So the next step is I take them and I chop, I don't know if you can see, I take them and I just take the end and just kind of chop the end off. And so I'll store them in a jar of water with a little bit of vinegar in there, just a little bit. After a little while, I will pour the vinegar solution off of the carrots. Oops, that dropped a couple in the sink. Pour that off, and then I will give them a good rinse to get the vinegar solution off. Fill a container up with cold water, just enough that whenever I put the carrots in, that it just covers the top of the carrots. There you have it. That's how I store my carrots and clean them from the garden. They'll go in the fridge.